What would you want to be a gift of power that would be given to you? Think for a moment. The speech was to be a speech about power, the power of persuasion, and I was driving myself nuts about how I was going to start the speech. I do have an inner voice that speaks to me and that gives me dreams. This morning, I woke up with the most magnificent dream. I had been given a gift of power. Guess what that was? I was leaving an auditorium where I'd given a speech, and I was holding this enormous rifle. The rifle was this long. It was bigger than me. It was brand new, and it was absolutely weightless. In that moment of awakening, I knew this was the gift of the Holy Spirit who gave me the dream. I was being told, this is the symbol in the world of power. The world believes that rifles are their power. I had no feeling about this thing that was in my hands. I just walked out with it. I made no judgment about it at all. It wasn't anything that was fearful or dangerous. It had no meaning whatsoever, but it was a symbol of power. The meaning then, which I asked for from the Holy Spirit, which I knew had given me this dream, is that every single thing in this world is a symbol. And its meaning only comes from who we ask what it means. I ask everything of the Holy Spirit who lives in me. What is your meaning of that gun? And he said, that's just a symbol. Everything's a symbol. And you, I, and everybody you'll be speaking to tonight has my gift of power in them. They carry my gift of power everywhere. The power that is real is the internal power, and it's the power and the love of God that we are. I've been to churches where the preacher looked like he had a lot of power, and he was telling everybody in the church, sinners, come on down and be saved. I, as a child, was terrified of this red-faced preacher. And I, as a child, was so overwhelmed with guilt from my birth onward that I could never have gone down. I was totally unworthy from, as I say, childhood all through my life, until I finally came to see a book that has really helped me understand the source of guilt, which is A Course in Miracles. As a result of reading A Course in Miracles, I have actually learned that what it talks about, and that is about having the voice of the Holy Spirit within us, I came to know that inner voice. It actually spoke to me one night and told me to write the books that I've written and are now published. So I know that power is in me, and I know that it's the same power and the same voice that's in each and every one of you. 2 weeks ago, I was driving, and I was listening to this beautiful music by a woman who was talking about her connection with Jesus. Suddenly, I had an image of the crucifixion pass in front of my eyes. I saw Jesus on the cross. He was drooped over. His image was so real. I had to go, of course, to the Holy Spirit within me and ask, what is it that I saw? Was that just, a vision, or was that something that was true? And I was told that I was present at the crucifixion in another lifetime. I actually have known that, but this was a clear picturing of having been there at that time. And even then, in that lifetime, I was guilty, feeling that I was not worthy of his love, and was actually relieved at his death that I was not going to have to deal with my anger and guilt at not being free to love the way I wanted to love. And the Holy Spirit within me told me, there is nothing to fear. You are a being of love. Everyone has that Christ self within them. We are all one. We all have that same inner voice that we can learn to know. So know the power of God is within you. You are one with him, and you carry his power everywhere you go.